Hey guys, welcome back to the BMG Loft. It's been a while, had some stuff going on, but everything should be on the up and up now, so we'll be getting back to videos. And today I want to talk about this plugin that I've been trying out it really piqued my curiosity. It's by mastering the mix, the levels. Basically, it really allows you to analyze your mixes and your masters, honestly. And they have different functions, and there's actually a lot of useful settings and guidelines that you can access from within the plugin and check it out. So we're just really going to do an overview, check it out, and see what it does, see what it has to offer, talk about it a little bit, and then I highly suggest trying it out and seeing if it helps you improve your mixes. So we have a track here that is mixed. We just finished up mixing it and actually sent it to mastering. And this was a helpful little tool of it was just a different approach to analyzing. And analyzation isn't everything when it comes to mixing, because you really got to trust your ear, but there is some really key things that you can really learn from and use from an analytical aspect. In the way this plugin is set up and utilizes those tools, and the visual feedback is really incredible. So we're just going to run some of the songs. I'm going to flip through some of the stuff so you can see what's going on in the plugin, and then we'll talk about it.
It knows no time, it knows no rules. The shadow in the night, you can feel cool. Revenge sneaking up on you. They found the clown dead behind the wheel of a tiny Cadillac coupe de ville. A vengeful attack, a rubber knife in his back. Most times the time is no big deal, but sometimes the cheated on go on to kill. Revenge, same old song. It don't know right, it don't know wrong. The shadow in the night, you can feel cool.
Okay, as you can see, it really visually, the visual feedback of it's really nice. You can see, like, in the bass space, and I've noticed one thing is when you first enter it and hit the done button, sometimes it'll spike up like that and go into the red, and it's a false reaction. But as you saw, there's a few places there where it would just creep up a little bit in that 120, 160 range, in which the way this mix sounded, the artist wanted it really warm. And some of that is accounted for there, that you can see that it just every once in a while it would kiss it. So I feel that's, okay. And again, it's always going to go back to what the client wants. But it's really a good way to guideline where those levels are at. And it's divided into the sections of the 40, 80, 120, 160, the really critical bass frequencies that can really get masked. So it'll show you what is masking those areas that might be interfering with the kick and bass for its clarity and definition. And if you're in another program, as you notice, like when I did that, it with all that center information gone, it started pulling the stereo field to one side, and it alerts you. So you can go over there and look, and obviously, you're not going to have your bass and kick gone. But, if for whatever reason there was something really left or right heavy in your mix, this thing's going to indicate it, and it's going to let you know. And the same thing goes with the bass space. And over here with dynamic range, I find this is a great useful tool to see how dynamic your mixes are. So you know when you're getting ready to send it to mastering, if you're leaving them plenty of headroom, which you want to do. And the headroom option, this is going to be more of a mastering thing. You can actually set in the settings where you want it, and you can sit there and watch and make sure you're not having any type of inner sample peaking of any kind. And it's really cool. And it's I think, let's see, pop this open here. Yeah, I mean, you can adjust so many parameters, and then there's some great presets for you to use, so you can kind of figure out what works for you, what works for your style of music, how this plugin operates. Some really useful presets to try out and get a feel for the plugin. So, I mean, I know this is under, like, I'd say it's like 50 or $60 for this plugin, and the analytical value you can take away from it to learn and hone in on your craft and skills and figure out uh, things that maybe you're not necessarily going to learn by ear. Some things you may learn better from a visual aspect. This plugin is just ingenious. It's incredible. And for monitoring purposes, it's great too. As you can see, if you go here and you click levels, this will bring you back to the default. And this is great for, as I was saying, monitoring, because you can break it down into just what's going on in the left channel, what's going on in the right channel, sum it to mono so you can listen for issues in mono. So it's great for just monitoring itself. And this is kind of giving you an indicator of what the left, right, and center balances are when the meters are bouncing up and down and you're playing back. So there's so many different functionalities under this plugin, and the way it's laid out, not just visually but ergonomically, it's just very easy to maneuver and access and quickly analyze issues you may be having in your mix. So I highly suggest checking them out. So look up Mastering the Mix. They're doing some really cool stuff. I saw where they just released a new reference plugin that looks incredible. So go check out their stuff. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. And we got to support companies like this, because the kind of tools we're getting access to for just great prices, it's invaluable. And we've got to invest in it, because it's going to help our careers, and we're helping their careers. We got to help each other out in the music business, especially with the digital world we're living in. It's completely different times now as a working musician and engineer, and we've got to support the guys that are helping us do great things for our for our careers. And so check them out. And until next time, guys, keep it grooving.